So you have a 6-chamber gate. And in all of Israel from this time, you only have 3 of them. This is here, Hazor, and it's Meggido, not that far away, and then it's Hazor, southwest of Jerusalem. And they found them, they are excavated, and what is really the fun part of it is that if you read the Bible, then you will see a King Solomon. He built 3, and of course Jerusalem, first of all with the temple and everything. But then we hear about 3 strong cities around in his kingdom. And this is exactly Hazor, Meggido, and Hazor.
It says, this is thunder. King Solomon built the house of the Lord, his own house, the Millo, the wall of Jerusalem, Hazor, Meggido, and Gezer.
Exactly. And then in our time, they excavated, and exactly these 3 places mentioned in the Bible, they found these 3 6-chamber
Only on the
gates.
same places.
Only here.
Mentioned about Solomon.
Exactly.
Wow, amazing.
And that means that the Israeli archaeologists who did this excavation, they was quite sure that this is really part of the city that King Solomon built, and he related it to this place in the Bible. Of course, today there's a lot of discussion about is this really from King Solomon or not. But I'm a little naive. I think this is really a coincidence. 3 places and no more in Israel. You find gates like this. And this is exactly the 3 places that it mentioned. So I do, in fact, think, and also as also professors and archaeologists think this, but some people don't. But for me, still, and if that is true, wow, you're sitting in a very special place.
It's also
We are standing here, and
The historical
Solomon.
historical evidence for the Bible.
Yeah, this kind of evidence makes the Bible more trustworthy for researchers and actually for all the people.
For all of us, because if the Bible's not true, then what do we build our faith
that's
on?
right.
So that's why I say this is the third, and this is really fantastic.
Wow.
So that's the pearl of Hazor, and from my point of view.
Yeah. Wow.
You can see here, even one more. There are a lot of them. Canaanite temple, and you can see it was underneath,
Oh, the layer
and
below.
then they
Put it on top.
destroyed it, and then they built the
Over it.
the gate here.
So beneath there was a Canaanite temple.
Yeah.
And there you had the Canaanite altar
Yeah.
for the sacrifices, and then you have the palace.
And the palace, and then they built on the top of it.
Yeah.
So you see this.
Seems logic because priests and of course the king were the highest in their civilization, so they live up in the upper part of the city.
Another thing very interesting here. The tower, the north here, is what they call I don't know in English. And sometimes they just fill them with stone in the middle. Sometimes, as here, you can see, they just make these small walls between the 2 main walls. And that means that you have rooms inside. And we meet in the Bible people who are living in the wall. I don't know if you know, but the prophet of Ezekiel, he tells, he was in Babylon, of course, and then he had a vision from God in the temple in Jerusalem, and God asked him to go, he is in the city, go out to the wall and to break a hole, and then he doesn't get out on the other side, inside the room, and here we can see why. It was this catamaran wall, and then of course you see a lot.
This is idol worship. They worship both idols and
Inside.
the Lord inside the temple.
So that was, but that's from a later period in Jerusalem, of course. But it's very interesting because here we can very clearly see this kind of building. For us, it's in like, people can't understand. If he goes to a wall, he makes a hole,
And he's not.
And he'll come out on the other side. But no,
Yeah.
not if it's this kind of wall, double wall. Yeah. Okay, so you're right then. I wasn't sure.
Ephraim. Okay.
Yeah, okay. It was just a small taste.
No,
because
it's lovely,
You
thank
pass
you.
here every day. You should know a little. So tomorrow when you're going up here, look up. You can see from the
From the road.
you can see the tower with the flag and this warrior standing up there. So
Toda
this
rabba.
is till Hazor.
On the road to Kiryat Shmona.
So
Yeah,
this is
basically.
one of the places.
Gunfights.
Now it's a real fight. You heard pop pop. Firstly, you heard some warning shots. Tack tack tack. Just 3 shots, maybe warning some